YouTube? It is your favorite gamer here, Above Average Cody, coming at you with all of my honest thoughts on the latest update, the winter update to Halo Infinite. Now, make no mistake, it is a very, very, very great update. I baited you a little bit with the thumbnail, but for us players who have been on this game every day, dealing with all the broken things, the quality of life improvements were massive for this game, but there are some things that I do have minimal issues with. They're not perfect, but no update from 343 is ever perfect, and there's a lot of improvement to be made. So first off, let's get into the maps, guys. Detachment and Empyrean, I'm still not sure how to pronounce it, but the Pit remake. Detachment, cool map. It doesn't exactly scream competitive, but I do like it because it's very fun. The way that island is over there with the spanker, you have the little lifts that send you across the map. You can grapple across the gap if you want to. It's dual sniper. It's really cool. It's a cool map how it's laid out. It's kind of weird how it plays. I think I played Slayer on it twice. Slayer, terrible on the map. Make no mistake, Slayer should not be on that map in ranked, but I could see how objective could be really fun, because the issue is there's a lot of places to go on the map. It is pretty big in terms of like how wide it is. So in Slayer, you're either running into the entire enemy team because you found where they were hiding, or you're running around the map going, where is the enemy team? So an objective on that map, because you have a common objective. You know where you're going. You know where the enemy team is likely going. So it kind of works better that way because you're not spending so much time looking for enemies. Now, the Pit, guys, obviously, we know the Pit is good. It was in Halo 3. It's tried and true. It's really fun. I really like it. It's aesthetically pleasing, and it plays really well with this game, in my opinion. So, so far, I've really enjoyed that. I've gotten it probably 6 or 7 times at least. I've enjoyed it every time. Nothing about it makes me go, oh man, we're playing this map again. No, I really enjoy it. I'd play it 5 times in a row. It's a blast to play. It plays really good, and I look forward to playing on it again. Now let's jump into some of the more quality of life stuff. Actually, let's talk about the ranked stuff first, guys, because I feel like they changed some things in ranked that they didn't address, and I'm not super pleased with it. First off, you could see your rank. There is a number value tied to your rank now, and every single game, you see how much you gain or lose. Either you got +8, or you got -7, or you got +10. You get to see exactly what changes. You can see the exact value. You can see what the next value to rank up is. It's amazing. Finally, they're transparent on what we're gaining and losing, which is great. It was a great ad. Should have been there from the start, but it's okay, better late than never. However, I feel like they adjusted how much you gain and lose, because now it takes very much who finished first, second, third, and fourth each time. So say you win a match, first gets 10, second gets 9, third gets 8, fourth gets 7, and then I feel like it's the same for when you lose. So the person who did the best loses the 10, second gets 9, third gets 8, fourth gets 7. This does not happen every single time. It's not as consistent as I just explained, but it does seem that way a lot of times, and I feel like right before this update, they had a really good way they were doing the gains and losses, because you only lost a max of like 5 to 8 no matter what it seemed like, but you could gain anywhere from like 6 to like 12 roughly. So I felt like that was a much better system, because it's always easier to lose games, guys. I realize on paper gaining and losing the same amount sounds good, but it makes it hard to rank up. It makes it discouraging to try to gain rank. But obviously it could have just been wonky. I could have just had a couple weird games where the game really didn't know how much to give to me or make me lose. So I don't know. It's just something I've noticed, so I felt like it was worth bringing it up. They did not actively say that they changed anything with the rank system and the SR gains and losses, but like I said, it did just seem a little weird in the few days I've been playing since the update. Now, everything else, guys, custom games browser, amazing, love it, fantastic ad. It was added, 3 months earlier than anticipated. Can't go wrong. You can jump into a game. We jumped into one the other day of Squid Game's Red Light, Green Light. You guys may have seen the short. Amazing. So much fun. It's a great way for people that don't have a large group of friends or don't have an entire Discord or a YouTuber or something setting up these games. They can now just go on, do a couple clicks, and load right into a custom game in Forge. I think that's really awesome, so that's fantastic. Other quality of life improvements, guys. The red reticle, I really like it. It's a very nice feature. Your reticle, when it's hovering over an enemy, will change the color, as you can see here, as whatever you have the enemy AI, enemy UI set as the the outline, the color, I don't know, the glow color of the enemy. I don't know what to call it right now. And then the same thing for friendlies, guys. It'll change. So mine's blue. It'll change blue when you hover over your friendly teammates. Other than that, guys, mouse and keyboard, I can't really say much because I only play controller, but from people I've heard from, they say it is a lot better. It is a much more viable input now. And then supposedly it has aim assist. I don't know if that's a bug. I don't know if it's for everybody. But supposedly, keyboard and mouse does currently have aim assist. Maybe they just slapped aim assist on and called that the fix. I have no idea. Again, I don't play keyboard and mouse, so there's only so much I can say about it. Any of you keyboard and mouse players watching the video, can feel free to clear it up down in the comments. And of course, guys, the network and desync I will cover last. I think it was a very good improvement because I realize a lot of times people are like, oh, they say they did something to desync. It didn't really help. It really did this time. The game feels absolutely buttery smooth on the normal ping. I got one game that was 240 ping. It still felt really bad. Make no mistake, it is quite unplayable. But it was better in a way. It was slightly more playable than it used to be. You're not like glitching around the map and stuff. Like, things are still delayed. Like, you'll shoot somebody and you know you killed them and then they don't die till like a second later. But you're not, like, lagging. You're not rubber banding. So it does run smooth no matter what. When you're further away from the server, it's going to have things happen like that. So overall, I think they did make a big improvement with the network and desync fixes, which is fantastic. The game very much needed it. Is it perfect? Definitely not. I will not say the game is 100% fine now. I'm not going to say there's no desync. That would be a complete lie. But it does feel better. It feels a little bit smoother. And it feels like my shots are hitting a little more consistently. So that is definitely a big win for Halo Infinite, especially us ranked players who have been screaming about it for, what, over a year now. And finally, guys, I have to address the sword trade. I really don't. I didn't get too many chances to test it out, but I did have one sword trade. I got him 2 one-shot. So my biggest question is, I do not know if the shields have to be broken to get the trade, because obviously it's a 2 burst with the BR to a melee kill. I do not know if that will trade with the sword, because they mentioned in the patch notes that both players had to have broken shields to initiate the trade. That's exactly what I had happen. I had one situation where we both had no shields. We meleeed. I got the trade. So that's enough for me, guys. That's a big win. That's a massive win because I did get a sword trade today or yesterday on stream. So it is possible to trade with the sword now. That's great. Fantastic. So all in all, guys, great update. A lot of great things added, the maps, a lot of great fixes, the desync, but none of it's perfect. I'm not going to say the game's complete. I'm not going to say Halo Infinite is jumping to the top on the player list on Steam. None of that, guys. But those of us that have been playing this game every single day without giving up, without losing optimism that the game was going to get better, I think this update is biggest for people who fall into that category because we've been toughing it out. We've been in the trenches dealing with the rank system not telling us how much we're gaining or losing, getting completely eviscerated by people grabbing the sword, lagging around the map on high-ping games. We've been through it all, guys, and these fixes really helped a lot of those things. So I think this update overall was a massive win for Halo Infinite. They still have some ways to go in terms of regular content, the game being perfect, feeling fully complete, but they're way closer than they were a year ago, guys, so I'll take that as a victory as a regular player of this game. But anyways, guys, that does it. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We stream this game 5 times a week. Lots of ranked, lots of forged customs. It's a lot of fun here and obviously a lot of videos. So hit that sub button, guys. Leave a like on the video as well. It helps out ever so much. Leave a comment, please. I want to hear all of your thoughts on this most recent update to Halo Infinite. And finally, guys, channel membership. Super thanks if you'd like to support monetarily. It does help out ever so much. We just put a bunch of new dope emojis to use in the live chats. And it's a lot of fun, the live streams, guys. So feel free. But other than that, guys, that does it from me. Hope you're all enjoying the update. Hope you're out there frying out there in the trenches, be it ranked, BTB, what have you. I don't know, guys. I hope you're having fun on the game. Anyway, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.